As the prophetic Misha once said, I'm back. And so, I return. Holiday complete. Back once again to deliver judgment upon the gacha community. Or whatever the heck it is that I do here. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to Gacha Review. Just going to quickly show off the outfit because while we were away, my dad ended up finding this during the time that we're out. So I guess I've got a new cardigan to overuse constantly. And then also a promotional material for a movie that I have not yet seen, but fully intend to, because I am definitely a Mario fan, so I'm absolutely going to see that. No spoilers in the chat, please. Please don't. Okay, let's see. Who have we got here? We've got a different lineup to usual, seemingly. So we've got Red Coffee Cat. We've also got KW. And Isaac Aile, I think. I'm not sure how to say that last name, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. But welcome, I don't recognize your name. Very obviously from my butchering of it. But welcome to the stream. Ah, here we go. William. Very, very recognizable indeed. Let's see. People are talking about the movie and how they haven't seen it yet and stuff. Yes. You're just uploading a series you made during COVID soon. Ah, fair enough. I actually wrote an entire script for like a full like gacha movie during COVID, but just never had the time to produce it. So now the whole concept of it is incredibly out of date. Yeah, we'll see how we do in the future. I'm not sure if that I don't know. It's a novel idea, so I would love to release that in some form at some point, definitely. But yeah, who knows with everything else that's going on. I had to get back into basically doing. I've no longer got a catch up to do with Pixel Month. I've not got anything in advance for that apart from some recordings, and also the Mutant Girl. So yeah, got my work cut out for me, and of course actual work. So yeah, not going to see that anytime soon. But oh well, none of that right now. Still coming out of holiday mode because I'm very tired. I actually had a nap today. That was how tired I was. But yeah, we will absolutely see that in the future. For now, let me just catch up with everything. All right, and here we go. So today we are talking about. Oh, I forgot. I changed the format because I was talking to Aiden after the previous stream. That's how long it's been since I've used Restream. Okie dokie. You're working on different gacha series than the first one you talked about. Yeah, which honestly, good on you. I'm glad that you're able to like work on multiple things at once for gacha, because for me it takes so long to make one gacha video that it just doesn't seem very viable all the time. But yeah. Which is why I do admire like the work ethic of Johnny and Eli and all those people in that particular lineup. Speaking of Johnny, he's actually still trying to take the previous criticisms that I've given like on board. So for this, in the description of this video, Disco Pop says Question Girls episode 2, Sleepover, read description. I'm reading it now. It says, I tried preventing sadness from happening, but I probably failed. And then he also says in the chat in the comments, I basically just don't know how to prevent the girls from getting emotional. And then there's like a whole like 10 replies. Oh, of course, it's from Josh being Josh and ever the encouraging person. So I probably shouldn't read those because they'll be but they most likely will contain spoilers, so I'm about to see. Josh also himself actually did say, oh, by the way, he's right here, incidentally. So hello, Josh. Josh said yesterday that he would that there was an issue with that whole like sadness thing because Johnny was also there during the premiere of the latest My First Pixelmon. So yeah, a lot was going on. I knew that there was something that was of a pressing concern in here. So I guess let's go ahead and attend to that, shall we? So without further ado, on with the review. Oh, also I have no Ghosty today because Ghosty's internet is down. So I have basically nobody here to verify any MLP facts or stuff. So in case it's your first time here, looking at you, Isaac, I know basically nothing about MLP or Equestria Girls or anything. I know like the names and that's it. So um yeah, I was very much out of my depth last time, and I'm going to be more of it now because I have no one to help me this. So let's see how this goes. Okay, now without further ado, on with the review. Reducing the volume. All right. You know all about MLP? Okay, all right. Prepare for me to potentially butcher some of this stuff. Okay, so let me try and remember the names from last time. So we have Twilight, we have Sunset Shimmer, and we have Fluttershy. Oh yeah, that's right, because I have the Fluttershy picture still here from last time. You know, cake batter wings and all. Alright, so yeah, I know who that is. Okay. Do you prefer Equestria Girl because they're so cute, pretty adorable, gorgeous, and beautiful? Alright, well prepare for the gutchified version of that. Anyways, girls, big news! What news, Pinkie Pie? Matt is saying a disco pot have a sleepover with us. Okay, so remember how like the stakes of the last episode revolved around the disco pots being trapped inside the world of Equestria Girls, or rather one of the movies actually, and how they had to escape from there. This is one of the things that happens a lot with Johnny sometimes. Whenever there's like a disco pops are captured in blank setting, which is obviously it's a derivation of the Super Pops idea from Totally TV. So like in a lot of episodes, they'll be concealed somewhere and they have to actually be found, or they have to, I guess, they have to sing their way out and such. Because Johnny doesn't have any songs in here, they don't have that crutch of like singing can break the spell or anything. So it always ends up being that whenever they're trapped somewhere, you just have to have somebody who was not part of the spell that sent them there in the first place teleport them away, which means that everything is resolved super quickly, and then from that point onwards, they have free reign to come back and forth like they're about to do right now, basically. So, yeah. Okay, fine. Good luck for people looking for people to play new roles. Oh, actually, yeah. Again, my Discord DMs are open. You need auditions? I'm your man. I'm back now, so I can do these things. Someone sure is excited about that. Oh, wait, hold on. That's Sunset. So who's that other one there? Yeah, I got the character wrong. I don't who is. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, hold on. This is what I was going to talk about because Ghosty mentioned last time that the design for Rainbow Dash. There we go. Yeah, see, thank you, Rainbow Dash. Yeah. So the design for Rainbow Dash in this, Johnny struggled with trying to actually make the rainbow hair that Rainbow Dash is so well known for. Do I have a picture of that here? Oh wait, no, I don't, because like my imports did not work last time. However, what I do have, because I was talking to Aiden before this, is that he said that he would be able to find a way to implement all of the rainbow hair into something. So I now give you Rainbow Alana, I guess. Basically, Aiden had a bunch of like Alana prototypes because he's like trying to decide like a new hairstyle and blah blah blah. So what he did here was he tested to see if you could like include every single color of the rainbow in here, and effectively, yes, you can. Does it look good? No, because like it's not in order. But he was just trying to show like a theoretical concept of it. I realized that showing that right at the moment when Emily appears on the stream was probably not a good idea. But oh well. Rainbow isn't that hard. Well, I mean, clearly Aiden managed to pull it off in a matter of honestly seconds. He just did share screen and was like, "Yeah, let's just do this." And yeah, it was done. That's not how you do it. Well, you have to do it in order, obviously, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess that's the way. John, if you're watching this in the future, there is definitely some method to make Rainbow Dash's hair, and so that I don't call her Sunset Shimmer for the second time. Ah! Moving on. Someone sure is excited about that, says the real Sunset. Yeah, so am I, Sunset. Rowdy and I haven't met them yet. Which is true, because in the last episode, they just randomly appeared, like, right at the end, and then without any sort of interaction between them. Which was, again, utterly bizarre, but yeah. That must be them. I got it! Hey, girls. By the way, I like the idea that you've had to at least find, like, an open door and stuff, and, like, have... It's a nice background manipulation, because, obviously, most of the gacha backgrounds don't have doors on the side of them. It's a common problem. What's also a common problem seems to be the sheer size of them. Look at the difference between the size of them in that and the door that they just walked through. You could stack two of, like, one of them on top of the other, and they would still fit through that frame. So, yeah, a little bit of resizing would have been in order for that. Although I guess that would have also blocked out the speech bubbles. That's another thing. And well, whatever. And yeah, Emily, we have actually covered this in the previous episode. Ghosty was here as the MLP fact checker and checked the facts of the designs and found that they were not very factual. So there is that. Pose 1, the Johnny classic. I mean, since it's like it's still like half term, isn't it? Right. So like, if you want to join and be my like MLP fact checker or something right now, please go ahead, because I need help for this one. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, Jen and Corny step behind the others in case the buggers attack the city. I mean, nice that they have like a patrol or something. I guess that opens up the possibility in the future that that Jen and Courtney themselves can come here for a different sleepover at some other point. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I will send the link. Yeah. Okay, just 1 second. Also, somebody like one of the Discord places where I like promote the streams says gacha YouTubers scare me, which is like, okay, I guess. I want to do the meme of like abridged Ash just going, "So don't be scared of me. I'm not scary." But yeah, I couldn't pull that off in time. Where is Emily? It's been a while since we've DM'd, so here we go. There we are. All right, so Emily should be joining us shortly. This is going to be more interesting now. I'm so glad you're here. But I mean, of course she is, because we saw how sad she was before. I guess now she's gone back to her usual Pinkie Pie self, which I believe is accurate. Same with us. All right. Speaking of people I'm happy to see again, hello, Emily.
Hello. Oh, that's not working. Ah!
I mean, I can hear you, so that's something.
Ignoring the fact...
You okay there? Oh, this mic. Something is wrong with the mic, I guess.
I'm not okay. I'm having a mental breakdown. There we go.
All right. So yeah, just to fill you in on the last episode of this. So the disco pops ended up being trapped inside the movie that they had just watched, which happens to be the second Equestria Girls movie, or the third. I don't really remember. And it also doesn't matter, because while the plot of the movie like has to do with something to do with like a band, I think they never form a band. and they never used that to like escape or anything. They just ended up being like bailed out afterwards. So they met Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie toured them around the school off screen. Then I think they briefly met Applejack and Fluttershy, and then after that someone came after them because like Pinkie Pie got sad, another Johnny classic, and was sad that they had to like go immediately, and then was sad when they actually left, and that was the entire episode. I think that's it. Then Rarity and Rainbow Dash came in like right at the end after they teleported away just to show they were in the episode. I think that's what happened. So that now they're able to go back and forth between the different worlds, and I guess we just ignore the fact that this is like was the setting of the movie. Now Equestria Girls just exists in a whole different dimension where their entire destiny is pre-written, and yeah, here we are now. They can go back and forth and having a sleepover. Nice.
Okay.
The more I try to explain it, the less sense it makes. But yeah, oh well. Also, this is meant to be like a reboot of the Disco Pops, but just as an entirely different plot to the first one. So there's like nothing to do like comparing to the original, really. Anyways, although I'm sorry for almost putting you through a existential crisis. Oh, that's right, that happened too. So what happened was that she started like spoiling the movie and the fact they were in a movie. So like their entire world wasn't real. Yeah, that's what happens. Like, hey, sorry that I like just shattered your entire worldview. Basically, that's why.
Oh my god!
Because like Teen Beach Movie 2, I guess. From what little I know about Teen Beach Movie 2, I think that's accurate. Yeah. Last week, this was all over the place. It really was. All right. Yes, My Little Pony. Yes, it is. Hello. Oh, don't worry, William's not us. It's outside. Oh, okay. Actually, Emily, can I explain this to you? Because I was going to do this thing later, where because apparently, Citrus's niece is actually well, both her nieces are like really big fans of Soldier. One of them likes Torture, but doesn't like the inspiration between like Z and Zuzzy, fittingly enough. And I was going to do a call before this stream at one point as Soldier because like one of them asked, "Oh, can I talk to Soldier or something?" I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, sure, why not?" But that, yeah, I never ended up coordinating that before the stream started. So who knows if you're still around after that? Maybe we can get Z on the action as well.
How
See
long
how
is
that
this
goes.
episode? How long has this episode got left?
Well, I don't know how long it's got left, but it's 6 minutes long in general. So we'll see.
Okay.
Depends on how much there is to unpack and dissect. Let's see.
Maybe.
Okay, so they come to the real world. I see. They get told they're from a movie and freak out. They happen in Scooby Natural episode. Yeah, it also happened in Red Dwarf series 9, I think, or 11. No, it was 11. Yeah. Anyway. It's okay, we forgive you. We've had plenty of therapy since then. We're over it. Anyway, what movie should we watch? I say we instead get to know each other. That's a good point, because imagine doing like a movie inside of a movie, and then there's a whole plot where they get trapped inside that movie, and then they have to interact with that. It's just like it's like the Rick and Morty episode with like the miniverse and the tinyverse and microverse and whatever. Anyway. Okay. So you already met Sunset, Fluttershy, Twilight, and Applejack.
Why is Rarity, Twilight, and Fluttershy's secret love child? The fuck is this? Pardon my language. I'm just saying. It's Fluttershy's hair with Twilight's outfit. What is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's the word. Rarity's my favorite. Sorry, this is personal.
Oh,
she's my favorite.
Ghosty had a whole breakdown after Rarity appeared. And bear in mind, Rarity was the last appearance in the episode.
That's
And
because
after that
Listen.
character after she appeared on screen, Ghosty was like, oh no, oh no. It's like, what's going on? What happened? What's going on, Ghosty? Rarity, what have they done to you? It's like, oh, okay, I got it. And then I had to look up a picture and
those
all
are
that
not
stuff,
accurate,
so, yeah.
Josh. Those look like they
hold
came
on.
out of a horror movie from 2009.
That's oddly specific, but okay. You
I
thought
can't
the
even
Rainbow
talk
Dash
on that. But I thought
You thought Rainbow Dash and Applejack were
I knew
boys?
Applejack wasn't, but I thought Rainbow Dash was a boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea about any of them. Right.
That is not accurate. Rarity is not accurate. What is that? That is my sleep paralysis demon. Listen, I get on Johnny a lot, but you can't touch the MLP and do my favorite character like that. Okay, Rainbow Dash is a different story. She's just gone. She's evaporated. Fluttershy.
I might have made a horrible mistake.
At least the other three are at least decent, decent. I don't know why Twilight's hair is in a ponytail. It should really be in a bun. But
they got more screen time last episode. Like the ones that you said like are at least okay, they got more screen time before, so maybe they had more emphasis in their designs.
Sunset isn't awful. It's not awful. Applejack's fairly decent for like thing. Pinkie Pie. Same with that. That's it. Rainbow Dash is on the same category. Just And then you get to Rarity, and it's just like.
Hold on. Apparently, these look like the Gen 2 ponies before the Gen 3.
They do.
Maybe Johnny just found the wrong template for them, even though Equestria Girls wasn't a thing at that point. So that's not how that would have worked. So I'm just making stuff up right now because I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it's not working.
Those demon noises were how I feel about the Rarity's design. Okay, I'm getting really up and personal. I hope this bursts all your eardrums.
Right. By the way,
this personal. By the way, listen.
Yeah,
she is my favorite character. She is my love. She is my life. My first crush. That should have been my first sign I was a bit fruity. But it was not. But listen. No.
Okay, I'm trying to put the chat on screen right now, and it seems to not be loading anymore. Oh, here we go. So the best one apparently is Applejack, nothing else.
I can see it. But like... See, that's a new high for me. That's
Emily is going to become a sleep paralysis demon after this. Join the ranks. Yeah, it sounds
paralysis demon noise.
I don't know. It sounds like a duck being strangled.
That's the point.
That's the last sounds that
Donald made. That's how my heart is feeling after seeing these. My childhood is draining. There's a
what you just made now is the last sounds that Donald Duck ever made after Scrooge found out that he spent all of his inheritance. Yeah. Also, by the way, speaking of sleep paralysis demons and stuff, remind me to show you a video of a video later. I've got a music video that you'll probably like. I can show it to you because you speak Spanish. I can actually share Spanish videos. All right. Okay. This is Rainbow Dash and Rarity, is what is said on screen. Let's continue.
Sleep paralysis demon in my nightmare.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Kim, the Princess of Discopia. Wait, so she already knows she's a princess before the series starts? This is meant to be a reboot, right? So she wouldn't know about that for... Okay, whatever. Right, okay. I guess in this reboot, she already established that. Okay.
I always read that as dystopia, and,
It's supposed to be... I thought it was always like Disctopia, like Disctopia. I think maybe Johnny forgot the T this time. unless that's also
I
been
thought this was
rebooted.
some cool foreshadowing, dystopia, hinting to a dystopian kingdom, but no.
That doesn't quite work.
My English teacher is crying.
The T was lost during the grammar wars of 2016. The kingdom was never the same after that.
T, hang on, I got you. Let me go, man. Say hi to my wife for me. Oh, tell her I love her, and to take care of Z for us, for both of us.
Oh, there you go. More death noises. Okay, why is the MLP people's here? Because on John's community tab, he said, "Hey, what should I have Reckless Ladybug again for Disco Pop's reboot, or should I have MLP for some reason?" And I don't know why he gave that option, but MLP got voted. So yes, there we go. All right.
Zito, that's my name now. Is this Z's voice? I don't remember Z's voice. It has been a while.
Z is short for Zeedle, apparently. That's a full
Daddy,
Z's a nickname.
why am I called Zito? But for some reason, because
I didn't know someone thought to name me Soldier. Like, I have no idea who got that name from somewhere.
I read that as for some arson, so I'm going places. Or that might be a hint. Oh, spoiler alert! I'm brutalized, mutilated. Is that how you say that word? Mutilated.
I mean, in that accent of yours, I guess it is. Right.
What accent? It's not an accent. That's just my voice. Apparently, I think I'm having an existential crisis. Father.
You know, it occurs to me that no one knows what the heck we're talking about except for Maya right now.
So someone clip this. What the frick are they talking about is the caption.
Okay, sure. Anyway, back to this. Monster High had a reboot, the movie. There's no Nickelodeon Monster High movie show. Don't put that out on the universe. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make a promise to review that as well afterwards. I've already said I'm going to watch all of MLP after I finish with My Street 5 years later as a new long form stream project. I don't know if I can cope with Monster High as well. Actually, wait, maybe I can, because I have weird enough seen some Monster High. I got all the characters' names wrong, but that's just part of the course for me, so whatever.
I can't also, it's not a Monster High kid. I probably would too.
Yeah. Rather than, yeah. I wasn't either, it was recently. Emily, your character is based off my niece who cried Horizon because I told him Soldier lived far away, aka Jacob. I showed him the vid. Oh yeah, there's a vid of but basically she was sad that she wasn't being allowed to talk to Soldier until she was older, which I thought, wait, what? What's the problem? I'm right here. I could just do a call. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. So that's why that was supposed to happen eventually. Just never end up.
See that I'm based off of him. I have the opposite problem. I am fairly close to one house. Don't know about the other, but I'm fairly close to one.
I would love if you came to if you came to the call and then was just doing that impression at the same time, to the person that it's based on. That'd be amazing. Obviously, we won't
I thought you were gonna say I would love it if you just came over in the middle of the call, just drove up to the house.
Wait, who's there at the door? Emily, hello, come on in.
Hello. No, hi. I broke into the house. Set your house on fire.
Hey, Jake, why is there a gremlin child at our door doing a demented ass voice and talking about arson?
Don't question it, lady.
Oh, this is why I need to have you as Nekoet at one point.
I think this was Nekoet's voice, to be fair. Just a bit more sarcasm.
Oh, of course, yes. Yeah, Nekoet knows all about sarcasm.
I do this voice for someone else. I think it might be Maria, except less sassy.
I mean,
that's from Running with You, by the way. I mean Maria from Running with You, not.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I thought you were like doing like voice work for someone called Maria or something. Okay.
Yeah, last time we were in Australia. That's such a weird voice change. Jesus Christ. Last time I think we were in a stream together, we made the ABC Your Parents is Dead book.
I don't think that was the last time, but that was a time.
It was
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure.
What was the last time I was with the Pops, reviewing the Pops?
Oh yeah, that was Ballroom Pops, episode 5, I think. Yeah, also a Johnny video, fittingly enough.
You review a lot of Johnny videos, to be fair.
I get requests for them, so there you go. Not that I wouldn't watch them anyway, but it's a contributing factor. You can do a weird demon voice, a bay voice, but like bay spelled like that, like the beach. You can do the voice of the sea.
What kind of voice is this? This is Valley Girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you like bay as in like BAE, then yes, but BAY.
Ew.
BAY, that's like the voice of a lifeguard or something.
See, now I'm just losing the marbles.
Yeah. Okay. Also a high-pitched, a scratchy voice, a laugh that's like evil. I can multiple evil laughs. Yeah, I can't actually like list all of the voices that I have done because there are a lot at this point. I'd be here for quite some time, but yeah. Feel free to
my darling voice is actually a mummy voice, and I didn't know that until I started watching VTubers.
Right. Okay. Speaking of VTubers, I will be trying that again once we switch over internet providers, because again, that should be happening on the 17th. So
Demon Butterman.
Yeah, but not Demon anymore. Oh wait, no, that's the new version, isn't it? Yeah, from the back.
No, the other one was a baby. Now it's Demon.
Yeah, I've grown up.
Grown up to the toddler.
See, all VTubers need some bizarre backstory to themselves. My backstory is baby to demon. There we go.
Baby. That sounds like a Fallen Angels plotline. That's not a dig. That is not the way. That's not a dig, Aiden. I promise. I love you.
I mean, we already have like Cherub's Tale, so I guess it's not out of the question.
No, we have Demon Girl Saves the Underworld. That's demony. That's.
Oh yeah, we do have a child demon in that one too. Yeah.
Hi, Cross's mom.
Oh right, okay. Said hi. I had to explain Emily's demon dying dog noises.
You want to play with
me? What is this?
I'll
the
kick
shiny?
Your ass in Uno.
What? That's the threatening thing to do.
No, what's the threat?
I'll beat your ass with the Ouija board.
This summer, the most terrifying game of all time. Uno, the movie.
It's like a death game. Whoever loses, they die.
The consequences cannot be reversed.
And you can only have Uno winner. 15 come out. Only Uno leaves. Done.
You better not skip this session at the movie theater.
And then they put like Uno cards in front of everyone. Like they're all in the seat holders, and then like tables start pulling out. Like of the chairs, and everyone's panicking because they're all gonna die.
The trailer also counts down but like with the numbers of the Uno cards, like 9 players, 8 different scenarios. I don't know, 7 games, whatever it might be.
Every single screening of the movie has a different winner.
Honestly, that would actually be kind of amazing, especially like in the age of the internet where everyone's gonna be confused about what happens after this movie. That's a decent gimmick, actually. Hollywood, get on that. Uno the movie. The horror movie.
Horror movie.
Right, that's our new trailer for now. Someone make a trailer based on what we just said about the Uno movie. That's the latest, like, Jacob and Emily, like, stream thing. Good luck.
We're not allowed on stream together. We come up with the most demented things.
We are the equivalent of, like, Game Grumps animated videos. Except in our version, it just ends up being gacha, but still.
Gacha and demented. Parents are dead. Uno but death game. What else did we've done some more.
Yeah, I'm sure we have.
That's when it gets weird.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know, which is interesting because normally whenever like I'm in a call with like multiple people being weird, I'm the one who like grounds them down mostly and like, you know, ends up bringing things like back to like the structure of anything. But no, it's just the two of us suddenly like, yeah, we just like encourage each other. I don't know why.
I'm a bad influence.
I guess, yeah. Like the moment you joined the stream, everything went downhill.
But we like if someone else is demons with us, immediately, and then you're normal, and then it's just me, and you go unhinged like me.
I don't know. We need to start like our own like Game Grump style channel or something. Apparently, I guess that's the next
Emily
market
and
we
Jacob
have to corner.
Gaming.
Yeah. I have to think up with some sort of other name other than that, but yeah, something along those lines.
What else? The Butter Wolves. I regret that. No, I was just taking the last word.
All right, yeah, okay.
How else do you combine our names?
We'll come back to that idea. You know, we can we can workshop it. We can workshop it. Actually, you know what, chat? Would you be up for that? A gaming channel with me and Emily on it.
That's the new series because all of our other non-gacha series have gone so well. That's the new series on this channel. Did you ever post educating Emily?
No, I didn't. I still have the file of that actually. It's like 11 gigabytes or something. Yeah, I didn't mean for this channel instantly. I meant like not for either of us. I meant like make an entire new channel dedicated to just like the two of us playing games. That was what I meant.
Yay! Duo is clicking. British duo.
I guess.
I'm losing the plot. It's very late. I got home 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. Again, we'll workshop the name. It's fine. We'll workshop the idea if we end up doing it or whatever. We'll see.
Discotopia. That's our name.
I feel like Johnny might complain at that point.
Johnny can suffer. He can't even do MLP character designs correctly. Sorry, Johnny.
All right.
I've lost the rails.
Nothing else. Wait, hold on. Notice anything else in the video that can be improved upon right now? You're doing a great job of finding things to critique.
Looking at
I'm glad you think so, Josh, because we seem to not be doing that right now. But yeah, let's actually carry on with the video. Also, Josh is like absolutely for the gaming channel with us on it. So
yay!
Yeah. All right. We can play plenty of visual novels on there and just voice all the characters.
Demented duo. There you go. That fits us.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yes, that is a great name, Demented Duo.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone, you got to tag us with that now. New hashtag.
All right. New hashtag. Yeah, hashtag Demented Duo doesn't take you anywhere right now because we've got to actually make the thing first. Sure. All right then. Okay. Also, give me an excuse to record at a time that isn't stupid o'clock at night on normal days.
Oh my god, please. When the other person you talk with is British. Yeah, when you talk to an American. Oh, tired.
Yeah, it's like, hi everyone, I'm trying to be enthusiastic right now, but I am trying to make sure I also have people like sleeping next to me and blah blah blah. So yeah, just try to like actually pull off a decent performance at the same time as like acknowledging the fact that there's people that are in bed. which is me right now, by the way, incidentally, because actually my brother has returned, so actually I've got someone right next to me as well. So hopefully haven't been too loud so far, because I completely forgot that for a second. Okay, let's actually critique the video. By the way, with the Prince of Discopia thing, that was on at the half-hour mark. We're at 46 minutes now. This is why the video's over.
Princesses shouldn't be shocking to them, like at all.
Oh yeah, again? Isn't Twilight also a princess?
She is in the other world, but they did meet Otherworld Twilight, like literally in the first movie and the second one. They didn't meet that Twilight until the third movie, which means it would have had to have been they would have known about Princess Twilight. And also Prince Sunset Shimmer literally stole a princess's crown from Equestria. And
that was the plot of the movie that they entered, but they never addressed because it wasn't relevant to the Disco Pops thing, I guess. Yeah, that's what happens. Because Ghost explained that movie to me before we started, and I forgot like half of it immediately.
Yeah, so princesses should not be surprising to them. They've seen at least one.
All right then. Okay. Gotta thank good old Baconhead for that one. Oh,
you don't do that. You did not do that for Twilight. Why would you do it for her? Other Twilight. Twilight
maybe
one.
They did that off screen. I have no idea. Maybe they were like overwhelmed by the fact that, you know, a talking pony appeared with like the face of their friend. I'd be a little freaked out if that happened to me. I wouldn't want to bow in that moment.
Really wrong. I will have to say.
I guess was Sunset Shimmer not? Was Sunset Shimmer not?
No, Sunset's fine.
They're okay. Okay, fine.
Sunset's fine. It's Rarity and Rainbow Dash. They wouldn't do that like at all. Like that's not because they're mean or anything, but it's just like Rarity's a bit preppy, and Rainbow Dash would just walk around and do crap. Like Rainbow Dash would challenge her for like proving she really is a princess, and Rarity would just want to dress her up at this rate. How many outfits do you have? Like,
which actually is a good sleepover activity. That could be part of it.
Yeah, but they should not be surprised that they're meeting a princess. They've met multiple princesses.
Also, I mean,
their
I
principal
feel like
is a princess in another world. So was their vice principal. So was the principal of the school Twilight went to. And her brother is technically a prince of that thing, which means she should technically know. Which they should already know, because the original Twilight explained that to them.
Okay, right, back up for a second. Josh, wouldn't you be a bit surprised if you met a princess? I mean, like if you didn't know the person beforehand, if someone said like they're a princess and introduced those to you, you'd be at least a bit like, oh wow, you're a princess? That's cool. Like at the very least.
Like they've met a princess before. I don't know what they wouldn't act like this one. And it's just like, no, you met a princess before. You didn't act like this with her. Don't act like this with this one.
All right. Okay. I'm
confident the first thing she said to Sunset was, "I'm a princess from Equestria." So, you know.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
And yeah, you would be surprised if okay, yeah. Again, if it was the first time, if it was all these different people that know princesses in other worlds, and they also know about the other worlds thing, yeah. But then again, there was they're superheroes. Disco Pops, like, they at least know.
Local to me and his wife.
That's
very specific. No one else is going to know what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's good, because I was like worried that you like accidentally like gave away like a little bit of like your general area you didn't want to say. But okay.
No, he's not like close, but he's close. I think his kids go to a local school.
All right. Yeah. Just
no one knows who Prince Edward is anyway. That
yeah, but they can look him up. That's what I'm saying. They
live in the area, but like at the same time,
okay,
they're actually closer to like where you are. Maybe no, they're somewhere. I was just told they're fairly local.
Okay, all right then. All right. Someone who's just saying you wouldn't wait to come back here and brag. What? I see. That is granted, it is a bit weird to be like, "Hey, I'm the princess of this," like in the first sentence you say to someone. But I guess maybe she's just used to introducing herself that way in real life. Maybe that's like been like drilled into her. I don't know. But anyway, let's find out if these two are okay. The answer's no, but we'll see anyway. Why aren't you guys? Because princess, everyone must curtsy. Or bow, or kneel, whatever. I've said the wrong word. Oh, you don't have to be so formal about it, Rainbow Dash. Which, good on you for identifying who Rainbow Dash is when, like, it's not clear from her hair this time, but yeah, right. Understandable. Instantly, just like, yeah, all right.
Have a nice day.
We're up then. That's that formality over.
You say
so. So, what other cool things associate with you? Hold on. What other cool things associate with you?
No,
what the heck
that
does
is not
that
how.
mean?
No, that's the Fluttershy does not talk like that. That's the.
I was gonna say, would Fluttershy like talk at all during this point? Would she like pipe up?
I mean, if
in
she's
conversation in general right now,
but she'd still be quiet, and there's still stuttering, and like. Ugh.
I was gonna say, look at her. Look at her there. You know, she's not gonna be like,
she's a bit more outgoing in Equestria Girls, but like she's still very shy. Like, I don't think she would.
She's more trapped with her own name than Soldier is. These ponies must be Gen 2.
Honestly.
Did they have personalities in Gen 2? Again, no idea, because people keep telling me.
They all had the same personality, kind of.
Okay, because people keep telling me to like start with Friendship is Magic, which I know is Gen 4, and I said, well, I want to go back and like see like what there is like in the original. If there's like any original versions or something. And it was like, no, don't do that. Start with like the fourth one.
Well, to be fair, 1, 2, and 3 aren't canon, like at all. They're not meant to exist. Hi, Nia. Thank you. Love you too. I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're cool.
One of the nieces, the one that actually knows that we're actors and not the characters. Okay,
that was a dig. That was a violation to the other one. Start with Jen. Yeah, start with Jen. If you really want to,
I'm just stating the facts as were presented to me. All right, fine. I'll start with Gen 4. Jeez.
Unless you want, hello, Glitter Fairy. Hello, Sparkle Doodle. I don't know these names are coming from. What are you doing today? Looking at the clouds. Start with Gen 4.
I just want to know. I just want to like experience everything like as it came, and you know, clearly like how the legacy was formed, and I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, Gen 1 and 3 are quite hard to find. Gen 5 was like not it, to be honest. Like not.
I compared like the I compared like Gen 3 whenever people talked about it. I compared it to like Charlie the Unicorn.
Yeah. I mean, I like Gen 5. It's just like Gen 4, like I don't think anyone can ever top Gen 4, which I think is the hole they've dug themselves into. Like, as much as, you know, Gen 5's great, whatever the hell their names are, I don't care enough to remember. Like, Gen 4 was just amazing. And granted, I think I love Equestria Girls more than I love the actual Gen 4. That sounds so sad. But I love Equestria Girls. Oh my days.
I mean, plenty of people say that. Like, in fact, I've been asked which one I prefer, despite the fact people know that I've never seen a single episode or movie or anything. Also, help Sunset Shimmer is the best. It's giving fire vibes. I've been calling her Bacon Head because there's a joke in Masako X's Go Q&A series. Go Q&A, yeah. Where he would like answer questions, and then people kept on talking about Sunset Shimmer because like the joke, of course, with like his abridged Goku version is that he's even more obsessed with food than the original Goku is, and there's like no light behind those eyes. So people mentioned that Sunset Shimmer had a head that looked like bacon because then Goku likes bacon in the abridged series. there's like a whole running joke about him like being really attracted to Sunset Shimmer just because of the bacon hair. So that's why I know who Sunset is, and that's why I keep calling her Bacon Head. that's the reason.
Yes. That
All
is
right.
yes. Sunset's nice. I don't know why I love Rarity so much. I'm not sure where that's them. Hang on, I lost my mouse. Help.
I thought you like to
I had
plan
it
like
in
a
my
skit
hand
there or
5
something.
seconds. I just scrolled down with it. What am I clicking? There's nothing next to me to click. Help. I've lost the marbles. It's 11 at night and I'm losing it. Where
Okay,
is
let's proceed then, so you don't
it's
have
there.
to.
I found it.
All right. Okay, so not too long. So, what other cool things associate with you girls? Which is a sentence that apparently people can say and have it make sense. Favorite MLP characters and why? Sunset Shimmer because bacon. Pinkie Pie because of Pinkie Cake in My Street and the whole thing with Zane.
MLP.
There we go.
Sunset Shimmer does not count.
Fine. In that case, Pinkie Cake from My Street Season 1. That's my answer. Take it or leave it.
Rarity. Yeah, Rarity is like not it. I don't think any of these characters are acting like how they're meant to. Not the point. But Rarity
Like
is.
to say, are you
I
trying
don't
to
know
say,
where that stemmed from, but she's my favorite.
Maya? Are you trying to say city as in like town, bit like town with cathedral city?
Darling.
Like, CITY city rather than like city girls are like a girl who sits apparently.
Yeah, she be real lazy. She just sitting, bro. Oh, that girl over there, she hasn't moved a muscle since earlier today. I mean, she sat down and she just hasn't gotten up for like hours. I don't even think she's used the restroom. Oh yeah, that's Charlotte. She's a city girl. But you mean like city girl, as in like a go out and be in the city? No. I mean a city girl. They just sit all day. What?
Just a city girl sitting in a chair-filled world. She'd take the midnight train, but she can't be bothered. Okay.
She'd take the
Anyway.
midnight train going back to bed.
Oh, we are making this channel now. I want remixes of the songs that we sing on there.
I think I'm funnier because it's late at night and I've done nothing but like I got up, I went out, and then I stayed out while everyone else went home, and then I met up with someone, and I got home and I went on stream. So I think I'm like in a state where I am funny, and it's great. Also on Hinge.
All right.
And thank
before every video, we need to like fill you up with sugar. Then apparently,
okay. Just chug a bottle of Coke. Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, that works. That's perfect. Okay. Wait, not those big ones. Otherwise, you'll like die or something.
That's fine.
Yeah, a can maybe.
Guardian.
The midnight trains for camping out in the airport when you don't want to go home. Yes, I frequently feel when in airports, I feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't want to go back into like a warm bed.
I don't know what that means, but yes, I do.
Wait, do we lobster?
Do we shrimp? I think that's a shrimp.
I mean, I'm vegetarian, so I don't lobster or shrimp.
I shrimp. Is that meant to be an acronym for simp? We're not on Twitch. You can say it.
We are on Twitch, actually.
Remember my stream. You get banned in Twitch chat.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you're fine because because while the stream goes out to Twitch, Live and YouTube, yeah.
I don't know what a shrimp. Yeah, I shrimp, girl. I be Gucci, bro. We shrimping all day, all night. don't know.
I think you're developing a new character voice now.
Yeah, we be shrimping Gucci, bro. Slay.
You know what? That hurts my head in the best way possible. Right. Okay. Well, Jess and Amy are the youngest of 6 kids belonging to Alia and Nino, who are going to be completely void names to people in the world of Equestria girls, because why would they know who Alia and Nino are? See, exactly, never heard of them. And Amy is a superhero. You're all superheroes! You're the disco pops! That's what you do! What are you talking about? Yeah, the ponies are just saying, like, the question girls are saying what I'm thinking right now. They're doing my job for me. Alright. I thought you all are superheroes. Thank you. She's talking about My Miraculous, says Amy, whose speech bubble, I guess, didn't fit on screen, so that's why the narrator thing is being used for the first time this episode. Okay, then. Why don't you do that all the time? Because there's a better option than the regular bubbles, but... bleh.
How many more fandoms can fit in this? Johnny, I don't know if you're watching, if you watch the preview, but just do, like, the Pops fall into the underground and meet Undertale. The Pops go to Freddy Fazbear's with Equestria girls. And, sure, Miraculous. And you know what? Let's bring Undertale, because the Pops probably saved them from the freaking frisk or whatever. Like, and then
what? I reckon
the cast go to Doki Doki and, you know, finesse some women.
I reckon that if
then go to Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I reckon that if Totally
TV... Then the Promised Neverland.
Emily, I reckon that if Totally TV had been able to do that, you know, based on the fact they're a company that have to pay like license fees and stuff, if they didn't have that issue, they would have done that for the sake of like the promotion of the series.
And just that's why Johnny is here.
Yeah, he's fulfilling that market at the very least. However, he's fulfilling it during like right now during a reboot after it was like established later on. Like this, like Amy's connection to Nino and Alia and stuff hasn't been talked about in the original up to where we've like got in terms of our reviews of that. So it very much does feel like this is at this point is just a sequel. There's nothing here that's like reboot about this. It just seems to be another Disco Pops adventure. Like at this point, Johnny, you should probably just rebrand this, considering like you've set up all this stuff beforehand. You obviously know people know about these characters, so you don't want like redevelop them again, apparently. Unless you do, in which case, please introduce this stuff like it's new, rather than like people know about it already.
To be fair, this is what would end up happening if you left Aiden in charge of scripts, because Aiden comes up with so many spin-offs, and if you didn't want that to stop him, he'd probably do all of them.
I mean, he has he at the very least writes out the scripts for all his spin-offs. He doesn't always do them immediately when they happen, but at this point, because like it's got so complicated in his own mind, he's like, okay, everything must be like written out beforehand. And we will get to it when we get to it. But whatever random idea I come up with is just it's gonna go in there. And yeah, if you want to restart, it's more like a spin-off. Yeah, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. Is Miraculous Universe confirmed? Well, no, actually, because this is a different parallel universe. The Disco Pops and Miraculous Universe are the same. At least they are in the original. But this is like they had to get like trapped inside like the movie world and stuff, which is why the existential crisis happened before, because they had the fact that they were fictional characters revealed to them in the first episode rather tactlessly by Princess over here.
There's a short idea that when they're saying like, well, you guys are in a movie, like someone just pops out and say, well, you're in a movie too, and then just disappears.
It's one of us. Johnny just takes one of our gacho seats, just does that as a joke one time and then leaves.
I really wish I had my face cam, because I just stared at the freaking characters in like the entire time I was saying that, this is what makes it worse. That's
I mean,
why, yeah. You know
Emily,
what?
whenever you want to do it, whenever you want to do a face reveal, just do one. That's
I
that
don't
sounds
think the
harsh.
camera's actually enabled. Wait.
Okay. Whenever you want to do a face reveal and you actually have a camera that can support that. Oh, all right then.
Hi.
I didn't know you were doing that right now. I thought it
Hi.
was gonna take a bit more convincing, but I guess you're tired, so
I am tired.
sure.
Actually, if you guys want to see my cool lights, I can show them now because they're my. People can
While
actually.
we're at it,
which way does this
cool
go
lights,
in?
the star, the poster, the anything.
I'm having an
OMG existence.
Cool lights. Cool lights.
I'm gonna have to rebrand this whole video. This is gonna be a separate clip on its own. This is the real Emily face reveal.
I've face revealed on this channel before, multiple times.
I know, but that was accidental.
This lighting is not it on my days.
I don't actually know what videos they were in before.
Star.
I see you've both got headsets. Your one glows, so that's the thing.
I'm sparkly.
Yeah. Where's that poster behind you as well?
Lauren. Well, there's multiple.
Oh, I meant the one that was in frame before, but all...
Yeah, those are all Lauren's East Side posters, and then I have Danganronpa ones on the other wall that's next to me there. I have butterflies on that wall, and then there is nothing on that wall because there is a bookcase there.
That is fair. Yeah. When you randomly showing your face, I thought this was personal.
I'm tired, and I don't think I care anymore.
Okay, well, I guess we'll keep that on while the rest of this reaction ends up occurring. Okay, sure. All right, let's count. You're what now?
I've never had my face cam on fully for stream. I've showed it once or twice.
Yeah, I know. I'm still not. Yeah, I know. I'm still not over that. This is again. This is definitely the counts the real face reveal rather than the other ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I obviously I don't even know what videos they're in now. So that's
your birthday
someone wants to do a
video.
scavenger hunt about that. But which birthday was it?
Either last year or this year. It was your birthday present because I revealed my face, and then there was one on accident.
Yeah, that's the one that's lost to time apparently.
Well, I actually look nice right now, so this isn't going to happen very often. So,
that's why you wish for the face cam. Oh, yeah. All right. I see.
I'll regret this in the morning. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. They're getting replaced actually soon. These are. These glasses are broken. They are super glued right now. I think on this side.
Okay. Well, don't worry about that. I've got the solution. Oculus Reparo.
Oh my god. No, yeah, I had an optician's appointment.
I had to.
On the same day, the morning of my optician's appointment, I broke the glasses. So that was fun. They're super good. And I had to wear my old ones, which literally just hurt my eyeballs. But those are expensive ones. Hang on, I have them. This is great.
Emily, I just remembered. That's another thing that we did. Another bit that we had at one point. The eat slugs thing.
Eat slugs. Yes,
yeah, I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
Old glasses. Hey, you guys want to see a magic trick?
Okay.
Who needs These are definitely not going to stay on my face. Oh, there we go. Okay. You it's my kitty water bottle I bought today. I got it from Asda.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret this so much in the morning. You guys want to see a cool chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Show and tell with Emily. And then I have another cool chicken. Hang on. Wait.
I have so many chickens.
Give it a second. Wait.
Is this when we revealed that you have a chicken person?
Chicken. I have another one. Wait.
Are chickens to you like strawberries to Emirichu or something?
Yes.
All right, sure. All right,
I got
then.
this
That was
yesterday.
expecting an answer. There you go.
Where is
Okay.
my other chicken? I got a spaghettito.
You mean Sprigatito?
I don't know where the label went. I said its Dutch name was better because it was like Floria. Where is my other chicken? I have another blue chicken somewhere. I have 4 chickens. 2 of them were free.
All right. Well, Sprigatito
bad.
is, it's a Spanish pun, so I have a bias to it. But yeah. Oh, also, but by the way, apparently Neo actually wants to be our friend. When we actually meet you, like later, hopefully, we can see if we can become friends. Yeah, at this rate, I don't know if we're actually going to end up doing that or not because we're like running this. We've been going for an hour. We've gone we're like a third of the way through this video. Okay. Also, Jesse loves disco pops, or didn't say disco pops. That like this thing. It's fun. What's happening? Yeah, at this point, we're being more confusing than the video we're reviewing, which is probably a bad sign. So let's continue. Right, you're what now? Maybe that beautiful necklace she's wearing is the miraculous. What a random and probably correct guess.
She's a fashion designer.
Gravity is right. The pen gives me the power to make illusions, which I probably should not be wearing like on display as in my civilian form, but sure, okay, why not? Also, that could just been like a regular like pop power in general, but all right. Oh, I thought your cam was like bugging out for a second. Okay.
I have a button.
And yes, they did say a miraculous. So again, to give context, Disco Pop's the original version eventually end up becoming tied in with Miraculous Ladybug like later down the line. And this character, the one like all the way to the left, Amy, was retconned into being one of the 6 children of Nino and Alia. So it's like the future of that series, but then she also inherited the miraculous, one of the miraculous from, I think it was the one from Alia herself, which was being held onto by Marinette. It was in a flashback at one point. So yeah, so now she basically is like a double superhero. I guess this is indeed multi-fandoms. What are they trying to do at this point? Who knows? And I don't think they ruin Miraculous by doing that, unless you're not a fan of Nino and Alia being together, in which case maybe they ruined it for you, but I don't know. They're barely in it, so don't worry about it. It's just a background detail. Anyway, has anyone else worn this Miraculous, or are you the first in your family? Again, what a random and convenient question. It was first held by my mother. Oh, yeah, see? There we go. Like I thought. However, when Jess, Jen, and I watched Strike Back, we learned heartbreaking news.
Strike
Back. we learned that they were dead by watching, like, wait, hold on, is Strike Back like part of like the Miraculous Ladybug like fandom or something? Is that like actually a thing in... Can they watch Miraculous Ladybug in the same universe as Miraculous Lady? I need a second. Right. Okay.
The woman was too stunned to speak. And the man.
Yep. Just gonna hold on to this. By the way, Travis pillow becoming in handy again. Let's I do like Nino Eyes together, but having a child in the future, 6 children, actually.
Don't we get the other 5?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, don't worry. Some of them are adopted, so don't worry about Alia's uterus too much.
You have to say it like that.
Right. Is it okay to ask what happened, or will that make you sad? Well, based on history of this series, I think I know the answer. Fluttershy, I think it's best we don't ask them what happened. Again, I know she has an accent. That's about it with this character.
It's perfect. I love it. Picasso.
If it was heartbreaking, then I do say that it was probably something bad. I may be an old-fashioned Equestria girl, but I've always said, if the story is tragic, it ain't like magic. I don't know.
Maybe her parents were dead, just like Applejack's. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's information I didn't know.
Spoiler, by the way.
Now, I may be an old-fashioned little orphan child, but I do say...
ABC,
okay.
Your parents are dead, Applejack edition. What was that accent? Who made this gacha series? My nightmares. My sleep paralysis demons actually got a hold of my phone and Johnny's phone in the middle of the night and demented this thing up.
By the way, if anyone wants to know who made any of the things that we review on here, just check in the description. It always says original video or series made by person, and then there they are. So you can go ahead and click that if you want to see in the future. Just don't leave the video right now. I need the watch hours.
Don't leave right now. No, right now.
Anyway, promise me that you won't get sad, Applejack. Promise me that you won't get sad hearing my tragic backstory. Sure, okay. Anyway, so what happened? Was her miraculous stolen? Kimberly, what are you doing?
With the camera.
Yeah, see, it's having face cam is fun.
It is, but I'm gonna hate myself in the morning. I'm gonna
just gonna wake up in a
stream and I'm gonna go. Why did I do that? And then I'm gonna be all meta and watch the part where I say this and be like, "See, you predicted it."
Yeah. Who decides that Alia and Nino have 6 children? Same person in the description. So submit your complaints below. Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a joke. All right. How do you suppose know what the miraculous are?
In the description of this video.
Yeah, don't do that. How do you suppose know what the miraculous are? Well, they just explained that the miraculous, like, it gives someone powers. So they probably don't know immediately what it is, like what the whole thing entails and what the lore is, but they at least know that it's at least a powerful object that grants the user some powers, and that's probably enough for right now.
Lore.
Yeah, not yet. She renounced tricks. And when I saw it with the rest of the parts, we all thought of Jess and Amy, who were also in the room with us, which is a weird thing to say. So it's like, you know what this reminds me of? Our good pals Jess and Amy. Jess and Amy in the corner. Hello? It's like that meme of like all the good guys either taken or gay. I am right here! Like that. Anyway, at least they decided to give it to you, Amy. Or rather, Marinette did in that one flashback, but yeah.
Because screw the rest of your children.
I guess, yeah. It just doesn't make sense, though. Oh, doesn't it, Rainbow Dash? Do tell. Why did Alia renounce tricks? Why do you care all of a sudden? It's like, well, there could have been a number of reasons. You only just heard about who these people are and what tricks is in the first place. In fact, you didn't even say what tricks was. You just assumed it's the miraculous or something. Like, there was no context provided. There'd be way more questions you'd have at this point than why did Alia renounce tricks? Why did a stranger whose personality I know nothing about renounce an object I also know nothing about? Clearly, there couldn't be a number of factors around this. Not gonna lie, I think I can write better fanfics and make the fanfic make sense. Honestly, me too. Check out my AO3 account.
No, right now he needs to watch hours.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Should have said that. Yeah. Right. It's because my grandfather Gabriel. Hold on. Your grandfather is Gabriel, which means that your father is Adrian, presumably. So there's even more children of Miraculous Ladybug characters. I thought it was just Nina and Alia, but no. Apparently, she's also descended from Adrian. Okay, all right, fine. Right, so they knew about Reina Furtive thanks to Nino. Sure. Okay. And clearly giving it to your offspring, who
The
presumably
woman was
also
too stunned to move.
Uh-huh.
I want to do something funny and I need to think. Haha.
Not gonna lie, like when I started writing fanfics, I did a lot of like next generation stuff. And yeah, that was a fun concept. But I'm pretty sure I at least tried a bit more to have the not let my my shipping brain take over whatever little of that I possess, which is very minuscule. But before I go into Aphmau as well. Confused Jacob noises are back. Yes. Confused Jacob and Demon Emily. That's just how it goes. Right. Your grandfather is a villain? All that you heard was that the grandfather found out about something. He could be a journalist, a police officer, a detective, anything other than a villain. It doesn't necessarily mean like the secret was exposed. That was the basic point. I mean, all right. Unfortunately, yes. So how did y'all react when you found out about this? Well, is it flashback time? It's flashback time! Well, watch me to get to know each other. I love how, like, even though, like, Miraculous Ladybug isn't the fandom that won, Johnny couldn't help but keep the story the same and tied it in anyway, and now has it, like, come into the Equestria Girls' screen time. Because bear in mind, like, most of what they've done so far is they've done to Sleepover and ask them questions about stuff that we already know about. The Equestria Girls, who are the new characters in this reboot, are not getting a lot of attention. In fact, we even took away some pops in order to, like, not have them... Sorry, hold on, show it again. It didn't.
It's backwards. It doesn't work. Now my joke's not funny.
I think you have to, like, mirror invert your own camera on Restream.
How the...
It's in the camera settings.
Making me do things. Wait, my camera
I
is
don't know.
mirrored. Oh. Wait, no,
There we
it's
go.
not. Haha. Oh, I know how the camera works.
Yeah, it's too pixelated to like. Oh, here we go. Make sure to check out the original video in the description. Wait, no, not right now. I need the watch hours come back, please. No, my watch hours. No. All right. Wonderful. Also, we have the true Emily. Emily is now seeing herself properly for the first time, unlike us when we all see ourselves in mirrors and everything.
Ew,
Right.
that's what I look like. Ew.
You know what?
Character creation.
You know what? I wonder actually if a lot of people's like issues with their own, well, like have like issue with their own, but if they feel like they're ugly or something and they don't like the way they look, but people like constantly tell them, "Oh no, you're beautiful," or whatever. Maybe they're just looking at themselves like in the wrong way, literally, because of we always see each other in mirrors. So maybe like that whole concept of ourselves. You know, people like always say, "Oh, get my good side" or something, as if one has a good side or a bad side, and blah blah blah. Maybe that's it. Maybe people just don't know which one's their good side anymore. On a completely symmetrical body, I don't know. Humanity is weird. I mean, I made a Miraculous OC who was Adrian's sister. That was more like if I was in Miraculous, who would I be? That OC in my dream. I mean, you know what? That's also fine too. I did a few fanfics myself of that. At the time, I was like, okay, if I created a character who was going to be in this series, it wouldn't be me. I didn't go for self inserts. I just kind of went, okay, so let's make somebody else. Who we can see the story through, and they can make a few of the character choices that I personally would have done if I was in these stories. Just based on the fact that I'm sometimes not as dumb as the protagonists are. Okay, well, what should we do to get to know each other? I love how we went from one getting to know you situation to another in a flashback, which means that somebody is now relaying the last time of introducing somebody while introducing themselves. Let's say one fun fact about each other. We just did, like, facts, didn't we? Why? Okay. Like and subscribe, or the demons version, the Equestria girls will be under your bed tonight, making scary British noises. I can't read the last line.
No, my spelling comes to haunt me IRL.
Okay. All right. No, I just didn't see what it said in the actual.
No, I didn't read it. It has awful grunt. These are Harry Potter pens.
Ah.
I have a whole pack of them. Yeah.
I think I also had one at one point, but I lost it ages ago. I feel like it's one of my weird dreams that aren't good.
Sleep paralysis, demons.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually hallucinating right now. This is the video we play to you in the mental asylum.
You know, because that's the video we play to somebody to, like, make sure they don't go even more crazy. This is what grounds them, obviously. That's
well, we need to check their mental state, and obviously it isn't well if they keep watching.
Wow.
That includes us.
Okay. At some point, he is likely to actually appear during this video, or he will watch the whole thing through. Right.
I'm not sorry.
There's one line in this flashback that made Johnny cry in the comments section before he re-uploaded it. Oh, he re-uploaded this? Oh, I did not realize. Again, I've been away for too long. My parents told me to tell my friends this. I thought it was again with, like, I'm a princess. Just letting everyone know about that. And I'm also Adrian's daughter, I guess. I don't know. My parents are oh.
I can do that too now.
I forgot to mention that there are more fandoms in this, and that Johnny is also a fan of the Power Rangers. I should have said, but I didn't think it was relevant until now.
Oh no. No.
Moving on.
No. I'm gonna turn my camera back to not this.
To mirror. I know that because I'm Noah's cousin, and Courtney and I met before you three.
Who's Noah?
Why would you be telling somebody that you met them after two other people while you're in the middle of meeting them? Why would they not know this already? Ah! And also, is everyone related to everyone? And then, like, also with, like, the fandom and I sound like Popeye now. Jeez. All right. Well, Jess and I also have superhero parents. Oh, gee, I wonder who they are. I'm one of 5 kids who belong to Queen Bee and Cat Noir.
No! You did not!
Wait, hold on. Queen Bee is Chloe, right? I actually get that! I actually get this one!
I'm leaving.
Because I know about Miraculous more than I do about NLP and Power Rangers. And I know that's not a good coupling at all. Hopefully she matured.
Just why? I can do that too now. I can leave now dramatically too now.
I get. See, isn't Facecam just amazing?
I threw my stress ball against the wall very aggressively. Hang on, I'll do it again. This is what I feel to this series right now, Johnny. To the wall. 5 kids. Stop. How many kids? No, Johnny, you do not need that many kids.
Ladybug and Cat Noir are supposed to be together. Not gonna lie, I actually kind of respect Johnny for, again, I love a good subversion of expectations. Like, people know me. People know the way that I write. I like good subversion here. I like the idea of, like, they've teased that these people that will, gonna get together for like 5 seasons, even though they're probably not that good for each other, honestly, because one of them's a stalker. And then suddenly, I guess out of nowhere, Chloe, I guess, maybe like matures off screen and like becomes a responsible adult in like the years to come. And I'm gonna hope anyway she shouldn't stay the same, because otherwise, poor Adrian, like those 2 options alone, that's I do not envy that man. Like, honestly, given the choice between like having to date Marinette or Chloe based on what I've seen, I would become a monk.
I would pick Chloe because Chloe's hot.
I take a vow of celibacy. I'm not gonna lie; those two are not compatible with humans.
Chloe's hot. I like Chloe. Chloe's my favorite character.
Well, apparently Adrian also thought that Chloe was hot. I don't know anymore.
Hi.
How are we doing? We are coping
apparently my
right
face
now.
reveal and going insane.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I love dramatic voicing. I see why you do it so often.
Yeah. I also love how like they're just revealing like their deepest secrets to people they just met, and clearly like have no reason to trust at this point. Maybe they just became the Pops or something, and like they already have a superhero binding contract now. I suppose, yeah. And I belong to Rena, Rouge, and Carapace. Like, what a weird way to say that. I belong to these people. Like, sure, they might have custody of you. Why would you say you belong to them? What do you mean?
Me off the black market. They actually brought me on the dark web, so technically I'm their servant.
No, God. That is, I feel obligated to say that is not the law. Johnny has gone a different direction with that. That is not what happened. I know it's a reboot, but I'm pretty sure Johnny's trying to stick to the continuity of the original still, even though that defeats the purpose of the reboot. Like, nah, that's not what happened. She is their child, not their servant.
It's giving like when
only 2 things. You're only confused about 2 things, are you? I'm impressed. Please teach me your ways.
Help. Yeah, but
I thought Marinette was Adrian's love. Wait, how do you know? Wait, again, the Miraculous Ladybug is like in the same universe, which means the TV show wouldn't exist, right?
Names. Why do you know their real names?
Yeah, and in fact, also, like, why would you know like the civilian names anyway? If you're in the same world as them, they're just 2 random people in the middle of Paris, right? Surely, unless you like unless they actually filmed in this universe, they filmed the antics of these superheroes who were keeping their identities a secret in the universe. They filmed their lives, watched them like transform multiple times. And no one thought to check that when they were trying to figure out who they were.
And I was about to say your real name, Gotcha Spring Boy. It is not. It's Disco Pops and Equestria Girls, except we've gone into a rabbit hole of Disco Pops, talking about how you see the two on the the right. Those two are kids of Miraculouses, and the pink one is Alia and Nino, and then the orange one, orange Chanish, is Adrian and Chloe. Which we said was stupid.
One of 6.
Because it is yeah, I left. Yeah, it's very confusing. And then
Wait,
the other, and
I
then
just realized something.
Yellow one. Oh god.
I realized something. So Amy has confirmed that Nino and Alia have adopted some of their children. We've never had that confirmation from Adrian and Chloe. I love the idea that the character who is like most obsessed with her figure and beauty had 6 children. Good luck keeping that shape, Chloe. No, 1 of 6. No, it was Nino and Alia who had the 5.
No, 1 of 5. Read the dialogue. I to be fair, Chloe is my favorite. I was very invested.
All right.
I should get better favorites, to be fair.
Yeah, you really should. She is like the Sissy Delmas Pop Josephine rolled into one.
To be fair, she's very similar to Rarity, and I said Rarity was my favorite.
Oh, I see.
I either like the mum bookworm character, or I like the sassy little bastard. I don't get it in between.
Well,
to be fair, I like Bianca and Pop.
Isn't Alia like the mum bookworm of that
yeah,
that
but
series?
I don't like Alia.
All right then. Which, by the way,
annoying.
Good example of journalism. See, she wasn't a villain because she tried to figure out who Ladybug was. Just saying.
Hot take. I don't like Alia. I think she's annoying.
Okay.
I barely like Marinette. And Adrian. Well, I hate all the main characters.
Okay, Marinette I understand because she's a stalker, but you know.
She's also just so annoying. Like, girl, shut up.
All right.
Okay, you're the main character and all, but like, no one cares. So that's a very hot take. That is a very hot take. I'm going to get cancelled. Good luck. I don't post anyway.
I guess we're does that mean that we're like weirdly more on board with the Chloe and Adrian feature of this series than we let on before? I guess.
I honestly.
Okay then.
Right. I mean, get that man. Just saying.
She tried. She tried a lot. Anyway,
Girl deserves it. Girl's better than Marinette, so you know.
This show is like 50 Shades of Grey, which is a fanfic of Twilight. No. If you want a show that's like 50 Shades of Grey, watch The Bad Girl's Little Boy by the Gacha Shipper. I've done plenty of reviews in the past. I won't be doing any more because she actually asked me to stop indirectly, but she did.
Watch the Taming and Bad Boy reviews. Taming and Bad Boy reviews.
Oh yeah,
get
watch
them.
those.
Watch out. I'm gonna advertise, Jacob.
Yeah, those videos are classics.
Video, the THICCCC video.
Yeah, the one that's like 7 hours long. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I have a 7-hour-long video of Taming the Bad Boy reviews, which is a compilation of the first full series I ever did of Gacha Review back from like 2019 to 2020, and that's how I met like a bunch of other people. Not Emily, actually. Emily came about a little bit afterwards, although did also watch Taming the Bad Boy itself at the time. But yeah, that's where the coincidence stops. What? You did? You told me that. Was I not supposed to reveal that?
No, I literally fell off and you did not notice.
No, I noticed.
You guys like my purple curtains? Those look very grey. Oh my days. What is wrong with this camera?
All right. I'm guessing you think I'm annoying because I took a test to see what character and I got Marinette. BuzzFeed does not one's personality make, so don't worry about it.
That reminds me, I had an image to show you that I took at Poundland.
Johnny will tell you about this confusing part in the comment section to help you. Honestly, yeah, why not? Yeah, Johnny, give me some comments, please. That boosts me in the algorithm.
Hello, Johnny. Please look at preferences for your characters. Thank you.
Bit terrible, isn't it? All right. Anyway.
And with that amazing note, I'm going to send you an image and I'm going to go away. And then, okay. I hope you all enjoyed my face reveal, which was very unconventional. I'm not sure why I've done this.
Oh wait,
but,
you're
you
actually
know, here
leaving
we
now?
are.
We've got like a quarter of the video left. We can get through that.
I'm tired, and my mum said it's bedtime.
All right, fine.
I mean, she aggressively texted me. Tell me
Okay.
to shut up.
All right. Okay. In
There you
that
go.
case,
Have some wisdom.
Maya and Nia, then I guess we're doing the call just with Soldier then, just so you know.
Well, Z said hi, you know.
All right. Yeah, Z's gotta go to bed. She's got too much sugar. We need to put it down for a while. All right.
Did you just say you gotta put me down? What the?
Put you down to sleep. It's an expression. Also, Emily, you look so pretty, says the one person who actually knew what you looked like before we started this.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think he's seen me in properly in 3 years.
Oh, okay then.
Nearly 4.
Fair enough.
All right. Goodbye. I'm gonna regret this in the morning, and you guys will probably never see this again unless I'm this drunk tired. So, bye.
Hope you all enjoyed. I'm still making this into a separate clip. Oh well.
I will copyright you. Copyright infringement.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I'll probably share it to my community tab, honestly.
Sure. Go. You know what? Go ahead. They want information from you. They want engagement from you. So yes, by all means, do that.
Okay. Goodbye. Good night, everyone. Have a good time.
Yes.
And Johnny, look at references. Okay, love you.
Okay.
I don't know who I said love you to. Who did I say
sounded
love
like
you to?
It sounded like to Johnny, actually. It sounded like you said that to Johnny.
I love chat and get those watch time hours up, you know? Because if you I think I made a deal last on my birthday. If you hit 4K, I would start posting again, which I did fulfill early, but none of you are going to know about that. So
yeah. Also, demonic duo. Oh no, what was it called? It wasn't demonic duo. It was
Demented Duo.
Demented Duo doesn't count. It's on the main Emily and Love channel.
Duo.
Yeah. We're not that cruel.
Actually, if by the 27th, if it hits 4K, I'll leave my face cam will stay on permanently.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Now we know what we're shooting for, chat. Yes, let's keep that going. Check out the 7-hour Table Bad Boy video. I'll leave a link to that, maybe like a pinned comment or something, or in like the or in the description later on when I update this stream. There we go. All right. As for us, we're gonna carry on because we're not done with this video yet.
All right. Goodbye.
We need to carry on. All right. I was also gonna say, like, this Sonic thing, by the way. Sometimes Amy Rose comes into these streams, so you never know. You might see Amy sometime. Not this Amy, not the one on the right. The child of Nino and Alia, different Amy. Okay, let's wrap this up, shall we? One, I thought Manet was Adrian's lover, but by some miracle I know that information, but yes. And two, did you just say that Adrian was your father, Jessica? So all the confusion relies on, the Chloe Adrian thing getting together, which granted was a confusion point. So I guess good to address that. Then again, it has been like several years since the show was on in canon, so a lot can happen during that time. It's not out of the question. Why am I suddenly like much nicer the moment that Emily leaves? She really is a bad influence, apparently. Like, I just end up becoming like way like a way kinder individual after this. Oh wait, hold a second. I had to show what Emily sent before she left. Let me just put this on the screen. So Emily knows that I am a proud member of House Ravenclaw. I know I said that like BuzzFeed quizzes don't dictate where you are, but Wizarding World quiz, a bunch of other quizzes I've done in the past, they all said Ravenclaw. So I go by numbers. So the numbers 100% say Ravenclaw. But yeah, I got a journal for embracing your inner Ravenclaw. You know what? That's from the films of Harry Potter. Ew. It's film canon. Disgusting. We stand the books in this household. Not the author, but the books. Right. Let's see. I love how the characters look now from the last time I saw the girls. Oh yeah, because you saw like the old version. This is the Ghost Kitty updated version of the Disco Pops themselves. You go crazy when you live stream. You don't know because they don't eat anything sweet before. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, yeah, it's interesting because like I say sometimes that my personality like on camera and off camera is not that different, and I do stand by that. But I do admit that I have a lot more energy, and I do embrace my crazy side a lot more than I do in regular life. But not like I don't do that. Honestly, anyone who's with me in real life will attest to that. But yeah, we took up those lines months ago. Finally seeing them again. That is true because like I've been going back to review the original Disco Pops a lot more because I wanted to catch up. Because at one point I got requests to review like specific episodes of Disco Pops, and I got so confused because they were like way down the line. I said, okay, I'm just gonna watch the original version. I'm gonna go through all of these, and then I will eventually get to the other ones. Which, by the way, is like another example of why I always, whenever like I start reviewing someone's channel, I always start with like the oldest videos first because I want to see like what I'm missing out. People put references to their old stuff. They do callbacks. They have like an evolution, and it's well, A, the evolution is nice to see, and it really does help. And B, it's just funnier. It's just funny to start from the beginning and see how like the journey goes, and it avoids confusion. Well, it avoids some confusion. When watching The Guardians, it does not avoid any confusion, really, but whatever. Oh, so you got Ravenclaw too? Nice. I think Emily also did. Okay. But yeah, that's why I saw the redesigns a lot sooner than the original ones, which have been seen for the past few days. Oh, speaking of Ghost Kitty, there we go. Oh no, my old videos. Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the list. That's true. Yes, I'll be checking out the old videos first. Also, from the creative perspective, it gets the worst out of the way, usually, and on we go. Unless it's Lily Trescott, in which case Psycho Daughter was the second series that you did, and that one is way worse than the first one, which was already pretty bad. But, you know, I'll talk about that more, I guess, when Emily's back, because Emily was also a Lily Trescott fan. Anyway. Yeah. So that means, yes, we all got that. We all saw. We all immediately knew what the implication was of that. Although the implication of this conversation is that literally everyone knows about the miraculous TV show inside the world that it exists in. But your grandfather is Hawkmoth? I mean, no one freaks out that Adrian's father is Hawkmoth, but okay. Also, again, they know who Hawkmoth is. Thought he was like the secret, whatever. Oh yeah, of course you talked about obvious evolution. Yes, another plug I'm going to do. I reviewed all the videos of Ghost Girl, the series by Ghost Kitty, for its second anniversary. That was my last stream before I left for holiday. If you do a channel, you can join the VC. Yes, absolutely you can. In fact, I will say it's actually way more fun when the person is like right there, because I mean, on one hand, you're you're making fun of someone to their face, kind of, but obviously in a nice way. But also it's just because like I tend to ask a lot of questions, and when those questions have answers, it's sometimes way better. I will say. Let me know Discord is ready to call. Okay, all right then, fine. Again, we should be done much faster considering that the crazy has subsided. Yeah, you could say that. It's okay, Jess. I'm sure Gabriel had a change of heart after you and your sisters were born. Why would that have mattered? Because he didn't. He had a son the whole time that he was a villain. Why would it matter if he has grandchildren? Why would the offspring of his offspring change his mind more than his actual offspring? Huh? And yes, please do say something, Ghost Kitty, because I don't know. I've got nothing more. Oh, I've got to get back to the MLP stuff again because yeah, now I have no one to like fact check me. Great. Sure. Yeah, we didn't mean to make you feel bad. Now it makes sense. Now I understand why Johnny was saying this part, that he couldn't avoid sadness. It eventually caught up with him, even if it was only in a flashback. Well, if that's the case, I can actually say, I know how to fix this episode. If you didn't want this, if you got to this point and said that you couldn't actually avoid the sadness in this flashback, just don't show this flashback. We already have all the information that you've just received. You're relaying the information again in a flashback that you've just told the other people about, which means that they're telling the people about this again in the same detail. But and we also, like, at this point, nothing new has happened in this flashback, so just cut this part and you should be fine. Also, this kind of implies that Gabriel did not have a change of heart if this is still affecting her this much. It's almost like Rey from Star Wars. Please don't tell me that you've got a Star Wars in here eventually. Can you imagine if they like start fighting the First Order as the Pops? That'd be disastrous. Okay. I don't like the facial expressions. They're sort of plain. They don't show what emotion they're meant to be feeling, if that makes sense. Yeah, I understand that. I had this issue a lot of the time as well, especially like it took Quadsy actually like telling me like after like a year and a half almost of doing gacha that the facial expressions in the Mutant Girl were not that good, and that's why I like stepped up my game in terms of like having them be a bit more pronounced. I don't like having the overly cartoony gacha expressions, but I do like, there's a little bit of eyebrow variation, trying out a few different other mouths and stuff. It does help that the Mutant Girl is voice acted, so it has that advantage in terms of its emotion being conveyed. But yeah, also body poses, because the Mutant Girl always had lots of body poses to adapt to it, even back in the days of like the Gacha Life, because he had animated poses back at that point, which is a lot better. But yeah, oh well. Oh, you guys have been watching Mutant Girl. Oh, heck yeah! I'm so glad you're enjoying it. But I guess you know what I mean then. If you're on season 2 now, in which case, I guess at some point by episode 7 or 8, you'll see a change in how the facial expressions are done. Sort of. Yeah. And yes, poses do indeed show they show those emotions, as I was thinking. In fact, for Mutant Girl, actually, Morwenna had a pose all to herself. She was the only character I ever did like this pose for. That was always her like her signature thing. That was until Agatha came along, and to imply they've been friends in the past for so long, I had Agatha strike the same pose, as if they sort of like adopted that together in the year before the events of Mutant Girl took place. That was the idea behind that. So yeah, some of that stuff, a good chance for some good old-fashioned subtlety, which also is another reason why pose 1 constantly in these videos does not help Johnny's case. So yeah, some combination of all those. So basically, you don't have to do like a whole like cartoony expression thing, because I was against that, because I didn't like how it took away from whenever I did like a serious moment of the Mutant Girl, because it's a dramedy. So, it's got the comedy aspect. It needs to have the drama too to the comedy. So you can't have You can't have them always like striking different poses. Like you can't have them do what Blackjack did in Fallen Angels in those few scenes, where like every second on screen their face was like something different. Which, yeah, by the way, I recorded a bunch of reviews of Judgment back in the day. I need to release them all. I like paired them up with a bunch of other videos with Blackjack that I also will need to edit and at some point because we're coordinate those like releases together. But oh well. And also, yeah, please like do rewatch it. I mean, season 2 particularly is designed to be rewatched multiple times because you like pick up on other clues based on like how the mystery goes that you didn't see on the first viewing. Season 1 also, I guess. The more remakes we do, the more enjoyable the rewatch was going to be, I reckon, for you. But for now in a good position. First 5 episodes have been remade. Episode 6 is one of the ones that I was most proud of when it came out. And episode 7 has Granny Marwick in it. So, yeah, in a good place to do a good old rewatch if you want to. Who is Blackjack? Blackjack is the current voice of Mrs. Dysart, the one who is the new one from the remake. And also an editor who has done her own shows, including Judgment, the series, but also has edited a couple of scenes on some of the Fallen Angels episodes. You know the greenhouse scene where the camera changes constantly and like none of them stay still and their mouths don't move. Same thing with like the dream episode in the sitcom. Those were done by Blackjack. Okay. Anyways, Rey from Star Wars. Her good grandfather was bad, but she chose good. God, my Palpatine is not good right now. Let me try. Her good grandfather was bad, but she chose good. Okay, better. Also, Mrs. Dysart is crazy. Oh, Miss Dysart. Yeah, you said Miss Dysart there. Yeah, Mrs. Dysart is crazy. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I said this before, but fun fact about Mrs. Dysart, her dialogue was written like to be like relatively normal. You know, she's a teacher who actually teaches, and that was like her gimmick, that she was a little bit eccentric, obsessed with Greek mythology, as I am. I literally just finished this book today, by Heroes by Stephen Fry. But yeah, that was it. And it was only because the first VA did this really weird voice that ended up like accentuating all that stuff that was already there. And then every other actor playing Mrs. Dysart from that point onwards had to try and like match that energy. And to Blackjack's credit, she's come the closest so far. All right. I know, but I just feel like everyone expects one of us to be evil since Gabriel was evil. Okay, but both your parents are superheroes. Not really. I guess statistically one of you might turn out to be evil, but it doesn't have to be you. Don't worry, Jess, we'll still love you. No matter who your grandfather is. There's the moral today. Don't discriminate based on family. I guess. And your sisters, no matter which villain is part of your family. I mean, good thing that could have been like any old villain. I mean, if it had been Tarazed, that'd have been a no-no. Can't be like, what? Can you imagine? Your uncle is Farbuti from Jazz Pops? Get out of here. Get out and never darken our doorstep again. Something. Your second cousin wants moved to the Cloaked Master? And then he said, why'd I make her say that in all caps? Is the one that the line that made Johnny cry. Said before. Why did he make her say that? I mean, it's not even like the strangest line in the episode. I'll be perfectly honest. That doesn't explain why your mum is Chloe. Because Adrian had a change of heart. I don't know what to tell you people. No offense, but I thought she was a brat. Yeah, as a teenager. You want to tell them, Amy? Oh god. Oh god, what's the explanation? Oh no. What is going to happen? Her father isn't trusting my godmother, who I'm guessing is Chloe in this instance, after what she did in the current season. By the current season, I am going to guess that Johnny is referring to the current season of Miraculous Ladybug, which I guess is airing at the same time as this, but is also set several years before the events of this series take place, because they obviously haven't grown up to have children yet. But I guess this world works on like some like delayed canonicity, because what happens in like the future episodes, suddenly everyone just like remembers collectively what happens as like the actual show progresses. What do I even say to that? How to have. Okay. Also, apparently someone spoiled season 5 in the chat. I won't read up. Okay. Is Jess the daughter of Adrian from Rags? Yes. If so, why is her hair brown and not blonde? I don't know. Maybe. Well, brown hair's more dominant anyway, so I guess if both Adrian and Chloe had like some sort of like dormant brown hair gene, then their offspring would also be able to have that. Eh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I guess we'll just move on from that. I say we get some snacks. Classic Earth pot. Wait, wrong show. Which translates to my fun fact, I like Oreos. That's more of what we like needed. Just like casual facts that don't expose the secret identities of your parents. That would have been perfect. I don't know. Also, I guess she's not talking about the fact that she's a princess. That was not a fun fact. Okay, sure. All right then. Also, really? Like, both of Adrian's and Chloe's parents also had blonde hair? That is a huge coincidence. All lazy character designing, whichever way. Maybe let's watch Miraculous. Okay, it's confirmed. The show exists. And I guess they can access that from the world of Equestria girls. God, that detour was so unnecessary. It was just like, hey, we've had enough of talking about ourselves. Let's cut you back to a flashback of us also talking about ourselves. Forget the fact that you, the Equestria girls, are the gimmick of this reboot and the reason that people are going to watch this over the original. Of course. Like, why would they want to know anything more about you, of all people? I guess, technically speaking, if I want to look at Johnny's perspective here, he knows that his fans who voted for Equestria Girls to be in here know about the show. Obviously, I don't, but most of them do. So, I guess his mindset was like, well, the audience already knows about the girls, the Equestria Girls. So I guess I don't have to have them introduce themselves to the pops. That'd be wasting time. Well, proceeding to waste time again talking about this stuff that the fans who have also watched the Disco Pops already know about the Disco Pops. I guess it's reconfirming that it's canon. I don't know. Either way you look at it, it's just this episode has just been exposition and they've all been standing around there the whole time. This is the worst sleepover ever. Like, if this is just a sleepover, like, without anything else, like, that'd be so very boring. Like, play a game or something. You could have framed this around, like, a truth or dare or something like that. That'd at least reveal, like, some interesting facts or something, the stuff people don't know. Some new details about, like, the ponies, like, personalities, not the ponies, the Equestria girls' personalities or something, like the Disco Pops. Something along those lines. Anything. Again, literally anything. Just give us something here. Other than the fact that apparently all the TV shows exist in canon. Also, yeah, Power Rangers are a show too. Yeah. So in this world, we've already seen in both Jazz Pops, which is run by a different channel, but it's like in the same universe as Disco Pops. In fact, Disco Pops was actually pitched as a spin-off of Jazz Pops. It's confirmed that the Jazz Pops, the Disco Pops, a lot of other pops as well, like all like have TV shows around them, as do the Super Pops that are the original Tolu TV version that people actually like got the idea from. But the thing is, that actually kind of works because in those versions, the Super Pops at least, are all like incredibly famous, and they're also a pop group in the show. And the Jazz Pops do in fact perform a few songs a couple of times here and there. The Disco Pops don't, but I kind of like guessed that if Johnny was musically inclined, they would. And they probably do that a few times off screen, because being the Pops implies they're also a pop group. That's the appeal of that show, and that's like how that works. So I'm guessing they do some performances, which means that they also have a show to their name, which is why they know about people from the show, those that they're a part of, but also like this. That works for the pop stuff. When you add other fandoms, I guess you can sort of say that the same principle would sort of apply, where it's like the shows that they have surrounding them are just like reality shows that just like have very, very dedicated like camera people, because my goodness, some of those shots of them like going into space and falling from the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. Good job on them. But I guess that was that. But then the issue, of course, becomes that everyone knows about them, and they're not performers. The Pops are performers in their own shows. That's how that works. The Ladybug cast and the Power Rangers are not. They're living their lives as if it's real, and that's why it's distracting. That's why it doesn't work as well. That's why when you think about the consequences of them being filmed and broadcast, you start to see like, okay, what, like everything that we've seen so far, the story beats, like that's all exactly the same. The Pops, you could say, okay, well, it's just them when they're transformed. We don't see the civilian scenes, we see the transformed scenes and everything. It's kind of like, I guess, you could say some of like the Nickelodeon shows where you get to see like the iCarly gang in their regular life, but people don't know about those details. They know about the web show. And that's why they're famous. That's people know who they are in universe. I don't know. That's that. Ah, boy, that was so yeah, that's the reason why one version works and the other one does not when it comes to having everyone, I guess, be acquainted and through the show. And also, of course, one of the shows is set way before this series, namely the Magus Ladybug one, and the canon is updating as a result, which I guess means that maybe they didn't have a collective memory. Maybe Adrian just found out what Chloe did in season 5 by watching the TV show that they filmed as teenagers, but they never saw each other's scenes of. I guess maybe, but that's the best I can do here. I really don't know anymore. You're tempted to make your own designs as like main 6 as humans, but like actual humans with no pony features or magic. I guess. I mean, honestly, trying to recreate like the actual Equestria girls here, I'm sure that Johnny would actually implement those if you if you sent those over too. But yeah, by all means, go ahead if you want to do that. Did you enjoy watching season 1 of the Mutant Girl? Let's see. Oh, again, you did. Fantastic. I'm glad. All right. Any thoughts and opinions? Yeah, please review me. Review. I encourage anyone who wants to do who wants to just give their opinions the same way that I do on other people. Whether it's a reaction video or not, that's up to you. But I like hearing people have to say about my own gachas, because I'm clearly able to say whatever the heck I want about other people's gachas, and people for some reason listen to me. So there you go. Why not? Do it in return. Okay, let's watch Marcus and get going to the show. Yes. Good idea, but let's not do Strike Back. So it was from there. Okay, yeah. I don't want anyone sad. He's trying really hard, because in the last review I did say that that was still an issue with Johnny's writing. So he's trying really hard to make sure that doesn't happen in here. I do appreciate that he's trying to fix his flaws. Just don't pivot too much in that direction. That's the other thing to say right here. Yeah. You're confused on the backstory. Oh, you mean the backstory of Morwenna, or the episode about Empress's backstory? The one with it all started when I got a call from Dr. Daniels. I don't know. I didn't really reveal too much about Morwenna herself. If it's Morwenna backstory, then I didn't reveal too much about her backstory in the moment. It was kind of well, she moved for personal reasons. We'll deal with that later. I mean, it basically the implication was she was bullied out of her old school. It was more just we're going to exist in the moment. That might have been me trying to be in 2019, everyone was having this huge tragic backstory for their characters and going to details about at the beginning. I was you know what? Let's just get stuck in. So that might be, oh, it's the Empress story. Okay. Why did you get a call on what happened to the cat ears? Oh, well, she got the call because she was a documented mutant. And Dr. Daniels is a mutant researcher, so she reached out. In fact, oh wait, no, she'd been working for her for years. That's one of those things. So she'd already been talking to her. So she got a call from Dr. Daniels about Morwenna, and that was the call that she found another mutant that was in the same general area. So it's hey, could you serve as a big sister figure, mentee kind of thing. And they became friends ever since. That was the implication there. Fluttershy still hurts me on a personal level. Emily was less of a fan of Rarity in this, but then again, Rarity was her favorite, so I guess depends. Don't worry, I still have the original video, the original image saved here. just so you can observe that instead. Behold. Oh my. Okay. Like and subscribe. And that's it. Wasn't that just the most fun sleepover of all time? Wasn't that a fun time for all the family? Yeah. What constitutes for a good sleepover for a bunch of people? For me, I guess it would be, get some of this gossip and conversation. Absolutely. Just don't have that be the entire thing. Obviously, the sleepover itself in universe will continue beyond this point. And in fact, I would encourage Johnny to maybe do another episode, but have the episode be more about I don't know, have them play some games or something. Or if you do want to have the reviews, or not the reviews, sorry, I'm reading the comments. If you do want to have the information about someone, have it be about some of the Equestria girls or something. Maybe invent a few things, a few additions to the canon, not just just what's in the story. So I think that might be that. That'd be a good idea. But yeah, have them like play Truth or Dare or something, or I don't know, hide and seek. 7 minutes in heaven if you want your shipping brain to come out. Good grief. Again, doesn't have to be that, but just something, have them enjoy their time as friends rather than like having them just stand around essentially. They could even like, demonstrate a few of their powers if that's of interest to anyone. See the difference between Amy using her miraculous versus the pop powers, which I mean, if she's going to bring it up, she might as well explain a little bit further. That's really what I mean. There is that. I'm guessing Ghost is referencing like the 7 minutes in heaven comment I just made. Okay. Right. Your Focus Rainbow Dash definitely messed her up. Yeah, we've talked about this. Yeah, just in case you weren't here, this is a version of like Rainbow Alana from Fallen Angels, which is just Aiden demonstrating that you can do rainbow colors. I guess Johnny just didn't manage to find out before making the video how to do that part. I don't know about the rest of her like outfit and stuff. I have no idea. Again, out of my depth here. Yeah, more like telling stories within stories within stories. Yes, exactly. We had a flashback inside of exposition. Because that's really the problem. This video was just exposition. Having them introduce themselves, like, again, that's not, in principle, it's fine, but it's just when like it took like the whole video. And this isn't labeled as like a part 1, part 2, or anything. Again, I would encourage a part 2 because there's so much that could also still be done with this now that we've got the introductions out of order, like out of the way. That's never more literally said. Yeah. But yeah, so that's again. Is that? I guess that does come into like show don't tell. I wouldn't say they have to show all this stuff, considering that you're just using the same canonicity from the original at this point. I mean, if you rebranded this and it was just a spin-off, I would have said skip over that. If it's a reboot, then I guess going over what's still canon is fine, but we don't get to see them like learn about it or have it be introduced in some sort of natural manner. We didn't get to really, for example, we didn't see Amy at Nina and Alia's house, or any of the other siblings from the Queen Bee and Cat Noir combo, for example. Like, just have them like live a bit of their daily lives first. That would actually be a good thing, because A, it means they're not all on screen at the same time, which is an issue that I know that Johnny has a lot of the time, having them all be there at once. But B, it also allows you to focus a little bit more on them just as people. Actually, Johnny, suggestion for a future episode. Maybe not the next one, because suggestion for that be part 2 of this. But maybe like after that. How about an episode that is, we see like the disco pops separately, just going through like a day in their lives. I mean, I don't know, they could meet up at school or something in the meantime, but for the most part, they stay separate and they just do what they would normally do. They speak to like their families and stuff. We get to see their families and everything, and then just like the activities they do, like when they're not fighting crime. Maybe they all get called up and they go to fight crime afterwards. And it's just, then that's when it cuts, because like their whole gimmick was like just seeing like a snippet into their private lives or something. That would be kind of interesting. It wouldn't be too taxing because it's not reliant on like powers or heavy visuals and stuff. It's just, I don't know, something along those lines. And yes, despite the fact that some of the ships are less than ideal, depending on certain fans you might ask, they still exist in your universe, and you still can get to explore them a bit more than just renting them offhand. That might be a bit more indulgent for you, actually. Yeah. But not ship 2 pounds just to have a child. I feel like that's what Ghost Kitty did back in the day with a few of the musical characters, and also some some gacha tubers themselves, including Emily at one point, just to like give everyone children. Which, yeah, I don't know. That's something. Also, this review is way more harsher than on the first episode, but hey, point out some flaws and issues that messes up what Johnny's trying to do with the story. Yeah. So one reason the review is harsher is because, well, we had Emily here, despite whatever Ghosty might say. Ghosty is still way more amiable in terms of criticism than Emily is. I'll give her that much. But also, yeah, I just think this is a worse episode than the first one. The first one did have the problem of eventually becoming an episode about nothing in particular, because they just kind of met and then the whole thing was like getting sad and all that stuff. This episode was kind of nothing from the start. They have a sleepover, but what do they do during that time? Explanation, exposition, and that's it. So as far as the episode goes beforehand, the first episode at the very least had an inciting incident. You know, they watch the movie, they fight the crime, they get trapped. All that stuff is action. It was shown to us, and we experienced that with them. It then was the second half, ironically enough, when the Equestria girls themselves showed up, when it sort of went downhill. This episode, unfortunately, didn't have much of a leg to stand on because the foundation of it was always just explanation and stuff. So, yeah, any pros that I found on the video itself? I don't know. It depends if you consider the fact that the series is not retconning the backstories of the Pops yet again. That can be a pro, actually. Because, again, as much as I said that it shouldn't be just told in exposition like this, the fact that it's still being kept as canon and that people aren't going to miss out on that continuity just because Equestria Girls won the vote over Rex Ladybug this time, the fact that it's still being kept in there, I at least like that. I know but most people watching this right now are new to the channel, and therefore they haven't seen the first episodes. They're not used to the multiple fandom idea that comes from this a lot of the time, which is an issue. Yeah. But yeah, for me, because I'm used to it, I know what can come as a result of that, and the fact that it's something that I've tried to do myself in fanfics before myself, but to very good success. That's up to other people to decide how that went down. I enjoyed that aspect of it, and I enjoy the fact that it's still there. So that is my pro for this video. So at the very least, there is that. And you do have the ship children, because you call them ship children. Yeah. You had the end of the first episode. Yeah, it was intentional, but it didn't sit right. Yeah. So again, it was like the second half. As soon as Pinkie Pie got sad about them having to eventually leave, you would have done left already, and then the teleportation at the end, and then just having Rarity and Rainbow Dash just come in out of nowhere at the end. At the very least, another pro, all the Equestria girls got to have screen time. Johnny was quite smart here, and like if you had to get rid of two of the Pops, two characters in general, to get to have enough like slots in Gacha Club, or at least have enough room on screen for all of them, Johnny was quite clever here and actually choosing the Pops to have two members less rather than the Equestria girls who are trying to meet more. Yes, there's another option of like taking a couple of Equestria girls out, and that's having Rarity and Rainbow Dash substitute in and then develop them a bit more. But based on what Emily said, that might have not gone down so well, considering what happened in this episode and the whole kneeling thing and all that stuff and the personalities being off. Apparently, I don't know. Again, I don't have any sway on that because I don't know them that well, but people seem to say that that was a misstep. So perhaps it's for the best. The Equestria girls got all the attention. No, they did get the attention. The pubs got the attention. They got the screen time. They got the appearances, and they got the numbers. Next time, give them the attention. See more of them being themselves and being the characters that people know them to be, unlike myself. I didn't have to know these teenagers get trapped in a movie and then the movie get blended with another movie. They need to fix it. They get blended. Okay. That seems interesting. Yeah, you should definitely make that. All right. Okay, I think that's enough. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, still look forward to the next one. See what happens. You know, sometimes Johnny just gets a few dud episodes and then springs back immediately afterwards. Happened with Ballroom Pops. Happened with Disco Pops, actually. And then get it here. Do you want to go to Candy Mountain? You've watched Charlie the Unicorn, haven't you? You've seen that now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's either going to be Guardians Season 2 episodes. Wait, actually, no. Because remember, people said I should review those in like batches of 2. So I'm going to wait until episode 8 comes out for Guardians Season 2. What I'm going to do tomorrow is Aftermath of My Street. Because that's one thing that Ghosty wanted to review. So that's going to be tomorrow. We'll wait for a bit for the Guardians. I know that people high anticipate those ones now, especially because we've all caught up from the days of watching them in the Origins. But here we go. Good things come to those who wait. So yeah, see you in 24 hours. Or 22 hours, actually, because we've gone going for like 2.5. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already. Check out that 7-hour video. Give me watch time. Give me watch hours, please. And I'll link that in the description or something. Put it in the live chat when I leave. So yeah. And subscribe to us already, like I said. And on that note, until next time, farewell.